Physical properties of ionic and covalent compounds. General rules for chemical formula and equation of compound are when two elements combine that ends with IDE. For example, when two atoms will combine to make a molecule, that molecule will end with IDE, like sodium and chlorine will react as sodium chloride. When more than two elements combine that end with ATE, like magnesium, sulfur and oxygen will react as magnesium sulfate. For many compounds that contain both metallic and nonmetallic elements, the symbol of the metallic element is written first. For example, calcium oxide, calcium is a metal written first. Sodium chloride, sodium is a metal written first. And magnesium carbonate. Magnesium is also a metal written first, and it is not necessary to write the subscript 1. The subscript 1 is always understood. The electrons in outermost shell of an atom is known as valence electron. The outer shell is called the valence shell, and the electron in the outer shell are called valence electron in every atom. How can we understand which element is metal and which is non-metal? You should know that the metal have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in outermost shell, also known as valence shell. Metalloids have 4 electrons in valence shell. Non-metal have 5, 6 or 7 electrons in valence shell, and noble gases have 8 valence electrons in valence shell. For example, in first shell of lithium it is 2 electrons, but in second shell it is having 1 electron. Means the outermost shell is having 1 electron, which means valence electron is 1 and lithium is a metal. Silicon have 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, 4 electron in third shell as outermost shell, which means valence electron of silicon is 4 and it's a metalloid. Physical properties of ionic and covalent compounds are: ionic compounds react with each other and get positive and negative sign, known as cation and anion. Covalent or molecular compounds generally result from two nonmetals reacting with each other. Ionic compound have high melting and boiling point because it's having electrostatic force of attraction between electrons. That's why it's hard to break down an ionic compound into simpler substances. Covalent compound have low melting and boiling point, and it's easier to break down it into simpler substances. Ionic compounds conduct electricity because they have charged particles, and covalent compounds do not conduct electricity because they do not have charged particles capable of transporting the electrons. What is valency? Valency is the combining power of an element, and sum of element does not have valency. To find a valency, we should know valence electron of an atom. How much electrons an atom need or how much electrons an atom can donate, it is its valency. As hydrogen have one electron and there are two electrons in first shell, so hydrogen need one electron to complete its shell, or hydrogen can donate one electron to another atom, which means valency of hydrogen is 1. The valency of helium is 0 because it have 2 electrons in first shell and no need of another electron, cause the shell is completed, so its valency is 0. Carbon has 6 electrons, 2 electrons in first shell, 4 electrons in valence shell. It needs 4 electrons to complete its outermost shell, or it can donate 4 electrons to another atom. So carbon valency is 4. Valency can also come in two numbers, as nitrogen have 7 electrons. First shell have 2 electrons, second shell has 5 electrons. So it needs 3 electrons to complete its valence shell, or can donate 5 electrons to another atom, which means that valency of nitrogen is 3 or 4. Ions formation. Ions are formed when an atom gains or loses electrons from its valence shell. This process causes an imbalance between the number of positively charged proton and negatively charged electron. So the overall ion will carry a net positive and negative charge. For example, potassium has 1 electron in outermost shell, and chlorine has 7 electrons in outermost shell, which means chlorine needs 1 more electron to complete its valence shell. And potassium can donate its 1 electron, so there will be no differences of shell remaining. So it means potassium will donate its 1 electron to chlorine, and after transferring to potassium will get the positive charge, which means potassium is an cation and chlorine is an anion, will get negative charge, which take 1 electron from potassium, and potassium chloride molecule will form, and this will learn ions formation where two atoms donate as transfer and accept the electrons so that the charge can appear as cation and anion. This is known as ions formation. Today we learn about physical properties of ionic and covalent compound, valency and ions formation. Now we will learn about bonding and structure.